My students are allowed to save their work when there's a transition and then return to it after the transition, and they are not required to put it away and then restart or just be completely done with it, which is the coolest thing ever. So I want to show you what was saved from yesterday afternoon that when they get here today, this morning, they're going to go right on to working. This is a pretty common segment I do, so let's take a peek around the room. We're starting with two 5-year-old friends. They are currently working on 4-digit addition with the bead cart here at Static. So they're going to actually build this problem with the cubes here, solve it, and then write it on the paper. They had literally just got the setup figured out, and then the bell rang. So instead of putting it all away yesterday and then pulling it all back out this morning, they just get to save it and go right back to work this morning. This is a 4-year-old child. This is a spring fine motor activity I have out on the shelf. Right over next to her is a 4-year-old boy. This is an Amazon material I found. It's just like a little spring garden. It's the cutest thing ever. A little ways over from him is a 3-year-old girl with this top marker. If you don't own these, it's the coolest thing ever. You spin it and it draws like doodle lines all over the paper. Coolest art fine motor activity ever. They are obsessed with it. Just up from her are 3 friends, one here, and one over there. They are pin punching out the fish from our ocean shelf, and they're literally building an ocean scene, and they're going to glue all the fish down on each of their papers. They started it yesterday afternoon, and it has been quite the project, so I'm so excited to see how it pans out today. A little over from them is a 6-year-old child who had finished everything he needed to do yesterday, and now he's going to do this beadwork that we're going to iron when he's done. Over here is a 4-year-old child who was just doing another spring fine motor activity, moving the eggs from the basket using the ice cream scooper. Up from her over here is a 6-year-old boy who was working on journaling. He had gotten it all set up. He's going to pick a card today and write about whatever the picture is on the card. Down from him is actually his sister who was doing a gluing activity yesterday. And then a little ways over here is a 5-year-old child who had put all the objects of the dollhouse out, and now that they're just working on labeling all the objects. Now we're coming way over to the other side of the room. This is a 4-year-old boy who has the animals of Australia out. He's really got them spread out here. Not quite sure what the vision is, but excited to see where that goes today. And then a little ways over from him is a 5-year-old boy who was working on a reading box. He's just going to spell out the words, and that's all that he has left. And that's all the leftover work. So my assistant will shake their hand this morning, remind them of what they've left out, and they're going to go right back to it. So there you go. I hope you have a great day.